Hey everybody, get on in here. I have a cat showing out. He's right here. Right here's a cat. See if I can get the view in a little better. Nope, no view today. Get on in here. I got my tea. Yeah, Tulip's out here too. She's scratching her head. I had issues with an eyeball last night. I don't wear contacts or anything. But I had an eyelash way back in this eyeball. And it was giving me a fit. I was afraid I'd wake up with my eye swelled shut this morning, but I didn't. I can see. I can see clearly now. The clutter's gone. Yeah. Oh, it's a pretty day out here. I'm telling you, it's not hot. It's not cold. Little breeze, not much of one. I got a slight little wind chime tolling. There's Sister Patty. Anyway, we're having fun. We are having fun. And my hummingbird feeder has ants in it. Anyway, so I'm just relaxing. We had a lot of people sign up for homeschooling emails. So get signed up. Post that in here again, y'all. Yep. Post it in here. Tulip's upside down on her back, rolling around. Yep, it is tea time. Oh, that's good. That's good. Put vegetable oil on the pole. Yeah, but then it'd be nasty. I don't know which would be worse. They kind of get in the water and then they die. Oh well. I'm waiting for an announcement from some reason. My face changes on my watch and I don't know why it does. There's a good one back. Anyway, I'm just enjoying a nice quiet day. Robert's run to town. He's taken a box of change to the bank. A box of change to the bank. There goes a leaf. We got lots of leaves falling for some reason. Just for no reason. They're green. Ant feeder has hummingbirds. Yeah, but it's way up high. They have to really work to get that nectar. I just washed it. It just went up yesterday, day before yesterday. I put new feeder stuff in it. Robert's run to town too. That's my color. I don't know what color this is. It's sort of peachy pink. It's a mix between pink and it kind of matches my watch band. Anyway, somebody this morning asked what my favorite clothes were on on eBay, and it's Susan Garver is one of them, and then Denim and Company. It's a brand that's sold by QVC, Denim and Company, and they're really good quality. And I'm picky about quality. And they also go by D ampersand and C, Denim and C, D and C. So you can find it lots of ways, but I like it, and I'll fight you for them. But I only shop a couple of times a year, spring and fall. It's not so much coral. It's got more pink in it than normal. Where are you, Doris? Where are the murder hornets? We hadn't got any murder hornets here. We got some armadillos, I think. Yeah, this is more salmon colored. Yeah. Salmon. Anyway, it's fun to shop on eBay. I hate to go to the store. I used to go to, uh, what was the name of that? Coldwater Creek was one of my favorite stores, but their quality went downhill. And then another one of my favorite stores was Talbot's, and their quality got suspect too. So I just didn't. I kind of like to shop for QVC. They sell a ton of them, and evidently a lot of people buy them and don't like them, or they lose weight or gain weight or whatever. And I get new with tags all the time. Anyway, so many different colors. Yeah, different. And a lot of times the colors don't come through to you like they do to the naked eye. Yeah, I got reflections in my glasses. See if I can turn them a little bit differently. So I washed my hair a while ago, and it's not drying. It's not drying at all. It's just, it's just yuck. Athletic team colors. I don't know what. So, what are the Washington Redskins gonna name their team? I don't follow NFL football. I never have. Now I love college football, but I've never really followed NFL football unless it was for the New York Giants, and I followed the New York Giants because their former general manager for 10 years was a kid I used to take home from football practice. Yep, I used to take him home from football practice, Jerry Reese. And he's still a good friend of the family. So he's not a general manager anymore, but hey, he was the first black general manager in the NFL, and I was really proud of him. He was our state championship team. We had a couple of them. He was the quarterback for our state championship team. Who is your college team? Well, I have a couple of them. I like UT, University of Tennessee, go Orange. I like Duke because my nephew used to go there. And then I like Clemson, which is right down the mountain from us. So and Robert follows, he's not big on sports, period, because he was kind of a geek in school, so he always kind of resented the athletes. But I've been around athletes. I was married to Justin's dad for 17 years, and he was a football coach, and I used to root for Alabama, yeah. I used to live in Alabama, and you can't be a resident of Alabama unless you root for either Alabama or Auburn. And I never knew much about Auburn, but my sister Susan lives in Opelika, so that's real close to Auburn. But I like the SEC, but I like college basketball too. I'm a University of Kentucky fan when it comes to basketball. So yeah, I rooted for the Tide when Bear Bryant was there. So sports is a fun way to just chill out, Just chill out. And it's fun. Get to watch football game. I mean, when I watch and I like Cardinals baseball, but we hadn't got any of it right now. None of it. None of it. And I rooted for the Texas Rangers. I've rooted for, it's just according to who's playing whom. And then I have fun. Yeah, well, I'm missing the sports too, just keeping up with it. I keep an app on my phone that tells me where the Cardinals are, and I hadn't even downloaded it this year. But the best birthday present I ever gave Justin was tickets to the World Series. I got him 2 tickets to the World Series, and he took his dad. And that was a cool thing. And then another year, he got to go to the World Series. He paid for those himself. I got a good Seahawks story. When Justin was a kid, he wrote somebody in the Seahawks a letter, and they sent him a signed letter and some kind of toy or something. He was about 12. Oh, another one of the companies on eBay that I like is Bob Mackie. He makes my sparkly stuff. Yeah, Bob Mackie, and his stuff is expensive, so I don't get much of it. But I'll get just one shirt a year, maybe, with Bob Mackie. Somebody's behind me. Is it a squirrel? Yep, it's a squirrel going down the chute. But I like horse racing too. Justin is my only child, although I have a lot of semi-adopted children. Everybody that works for me is like a kid. And then Susan Graver, yeah, that's how it's spelled. I probably would have spelt it wrong if I had put it in. Oh, yes, not your daughter's jeans. Yep, that's my favorite jean. I've been wearing those for years. So I just go shopping on eBay at night, and in a few days it'll come in, and it's always fun. I hope we get to have a Kentucky Derby, but it's usually in May. I miss it, but we've had the Belmont Stakes, I think. They're doing it without an audience. When you're outside, I think you can just be okay. But I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I just know I'm sick of this stuff. But I don't want to get sick either. I was listening to a podcast a while ago, and they were talking about millennials being scared they're going to get it. Well, they're the ones that are going to survive it just fine. But then there's other millennials who are going to the bars and congregating and going to the beaches and the pools and infecting everybody. So, and they're having COVID parties. Like we had chickenpox parties when we were kids. So people have got to wake up and just take care of themselves. So the Derby's supposed to be in September. I don't know about that. Anyway, one day I'm going to have my red chairs and I'm going to be sitting in my red rocking chair. Sue has never shopped on eBay. Oh, you got to go get signed up. I usually just look for brand names in my size. You can get real particular with it. And then just look. It's like window shopping. And I put things in my cart and then I'll cull a bunch of stuff out of the cart. Yeah, Catherine, we had chickenpox parties. I don't think I caught chickenpox like that. Patty and I had chickenpox together. But it's some good, as soon as it gets in though, I run it through the wash machine. And it's all good. You wash it, sanitize it. It's a great way to social distance and get clothes. Yep, there's some people that have gotten sick and died. And one of the last things he said was, "I didn't know I'd be this sick." So folks, get your vitamin D checked. Take your vitamin D. Preakness is October the 3rd. Wow. Well, if we had people that delivered groceries or whatever here, I would probably do grocery shopping online too. Yep. Yep. That means Leanne's got to jump twice. But I take my D3 every day. I do too. I got through putting my medicine together for next week. And I've got a nighttime box and a morning box. I've never looked at Poshmark. I've never looked at that. Yes, I take our Core 4 supplements, and if you haven't seen those, go check them out on my website or Leanne's website. It's calcium, magnesium. I remember sitting on her couch and us talking about the 4 vitamins that if everybody would take would make do vitamin C every day. But calcium, magnesium, CoQ10, D3, and what's the last one? I know it. But B complex. B complex. Oh, you're going to love this stuff. But when you put the 4 of them together, we've got some great testimonials, y'all. Some great testimonials about how they have just started just feeling so much better. When you're deficient in vitamins and minerals, it makes you feel awful, sluggish. When you're dehydrated, you feel awful and sluggish. So that's why we started selling supplements, because we just felt like it was good for you. Yep, my vitamin D started being prescribed too, and then I found some super doses of same thing online. Found it online on Amazon, and that's where I get my vitamin. I take mega doses of vitamin D, but I can't tell you to do that. But your doctor can. What did she say? Walmart does not have our same vitamins. Nope, they don't have our same vitamins. No, 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 no. Ours are special vitamins that we have made in Ohio when they get shipped to us. They're not our vitamins. They're not, they don't have our vitamins. Ours are, Leanne knows the word for it. They're so you digest them better. Yep, I sent out a testimonial on them this morning. They're just amazing. How big is my mega dose of vitamin D? Well, my doctor put me on this 2004, and it was 50,000 international units I use for a week. I only take one capsule a week. So if you divide that, it's like 7,000 units per day. And I only have to remember to take it on Wednesday. But you have to talk to your doctor about it. They do not have sugar in them. No, no carbs in our vitamins. None. We made sure of that. And I take vitamin C in my water. I do about 5,000 units of vitamin C in my water every day. And I put vitamin C in my eggs. I put vitamin C in my tea. Liz tried to get her family all healthy one winter, and she made all their iced tea with a half a cup of vitamin C powder in it. And they loved it. Now, she put sugar in it too, but they got their vitamin, because it tastes lemony. It really tastes lemony. But you need to check with your doctor. I have a good doctor. That's what they've been saying about the vitamin D, that people who are low vitamin D get really sick. But low vitamin D, you can do searches for low vitamin D on YouTube, and you can find out a lot of information. Women who have low vitamin D are more susceptible to breast cancer. Your body just can't fight things off when you've got low vitamin D. Nobody can tolerate sugar. That's good, Vanessa. So taking your vitamin D, just start with just a little, and you can get much better. But get tested. Your doctor can have you. Your doctor. I get my blood monitored. No problem there. I'm all good. I think you can even order a vitamin D test on Amazon that would test your vitamin D with a finger stick. But I'm going to be healthy. Now, vitamin A can build up into toxicity. And if you're low in iron, that has a lot of problems too, because you can't breathe. And you just low. And most women are anemic, y'all. You need to get your iron levels checked at the same time you get your D levels checked. So just taking care of you. If you don't take care of you, who will? You got to take care of yourself. It is so important. And that's why we put together this supplement pack, because you need it. Most of you do. And there's ferrous sequels that you can get for iron, but you got to remember, when you take iron, you can get constipated, and that's just as bad. What is hyperglycemia? I don't know what that is. I'll look it up. Sitting outside is good, but most people don't sit outside. Most people are scared of skin cancer. And yes, the majority of people are deficient in vitamin D. So get checked. Call your doctor up and have them order. I've cured anemia in me too with, I had a prescription medication for a while, and then I found ferrous sequels, and I took them, and then Robert got anemic 2 years ago. He was given blood every month, and it wasn't, he just got really anemic and a little dizzy and stuff, and he had to quit giving blood. And so I started cooking I started cooking much more and cooking in iron skillets, and that helped. That helped a lot. And then he took some of my iron supplements, and he's all better now. I'll tell you a good book to read about sugar. It's The Case Against Sugar by Gary Taubes. Something's coming. I heard him. Sugar is bad for everybody. If you can wean yourself off sugar, you're going to be a different person. A different person. Yeah, you can get too much iron in your blood. That's not good. And men usually get that. That's why I like to go out and sit in sunbeams. With no sleeves. We don't have, sun's clouding up today. You know, doctors, when you study, you can know more about certain things than doctors do. And Leanne and I have studied like crazy when it comes to food and nutrition. We have studied our heads off. But doctors know very little about nutrition. Earlier this week, Dr. Terry Walls was on the show, The Doctors, and she turned her life around with nutrition. She studied everything she knew about nutrition, everything she could find on nutrition. And she is an amazing woman, and she was in a reclining wheelchair practically on her deathbed. And she went from a reclining wheelchair. You can find her TED Talk, Dr. Terry Walls, WAHLS. So folks, stay safe out there. Wipe things down. Take your own little sanitizing rags with you to the if you go out and eat. Now, they're probably going to close down our restaurants again. I'll be doing a lot of takeout. Yes, she talks about MS. My neighbor has MS. Bless her heart. You found travel size bottles of Lysol. How cool is that? Well, I put alcohol in a Ziploc bag with my little pink rags, and I take those with me when we go. Terry is amazing. I love that woman. She has such a great story, and she was on The Doctors this week telling her story. Now, she has to eat a lot of green leafy vegetables, but most of us are missing that. We're really missing that in our diets. That's why the Hot Melt Sprint is amazing. So where's everybody from? Where is everybody from? My suet feeders are empty. What did Leanne say about Terry? Yep, she taught us all a lot. She taught me about some green pills that I like to take. So it's seaweed. And when I can't get enough green in me, I take those. Minnesota. South Dakota. Fort Myers, Florida. Bellingham, Massachusetts. Ohio. That's where our supplements come from. St. Louis. Clarksville. I got a dear friend that lives in Clarksville. High Point, North Carolina. You got to jump, Leanne. Taylor, South Carolina. I don't know how to pronounce the town in Wisconsin, but I've been there. Iowa. That's where Terry's from. Hazard, Kentucky. Memphis, Tennessee. Yep. Family lives in Memphis. I know where Maryville is. That's close to Bend. Anderson, Indiana. When I found my brother, I knew I had a brother, but I didn't know where he was. I didn't know anything. And I got on Ancestry.com and started filling out family history. And one day, it was Labor Day weekend, I got an email from somebody from Allsgood, Indiana. Well, no, it was from Allsgood was his email address. And I'm thinking, we used to have a cousin that lived in Allsgood. I remember going there as a child for a family reunion, Daddy's brothers. And he said, I'm looking for my siblings. And I thought he was a cousin. I said, well, I thought you were a first cousin, but you're not. You're my brother. I'm your sister. And he didn't remember meeting me, but I remembered meeting him. I was 24 when I met him, and he was just a toddler. So he lives in Huntsville, Texas now. Regina, Saskatchewan. I've been there. 40 miles east of New York City. Traswell, Tennessee. Stafford, New Hampshire. Wow. Georgia. Villa Rica, Georgia. I've been there. It's right on the border of Georgia and Alabama. Raleigh, North Carolina. Yeah, has our governor spoken yet, Beverly, and told us if we got school going back? Because I haven't seen a notification come up. Detroit, Michigan. I was born there. And my sister lived close to Kalamazoo, Three Rivers, before she passed away. Brazil, Indiana. Up the road and through the woods and over the river. Leanne's up above me, right up there. Galena, Ohio. Galena is another name for lead. West Tennessee. Judy, I grew up in West Tennessee. Grew up on Reelfoot Lake. Been to San Diego. Been to Denton, Texas. Colby, Kansas. Not been much in Kansas. I've been to Kansas City. South Carolina's going back to school. That's good. Portland, Oregon. Leanne's daughter lives in Portland. I can't pronounce that city in California. Santa Rosa I can pronounce. Trenton, Tennessee. I have marched in the parades in Trenton, Tennessee for the Strawberry Festival. I think it was. Yep. Fraser Bottom, West Virginia. You know, the more I hear about West Virginia, the more I like it. Indiana's back in school. I did not visit the chicken place. Wrong end of the state of Kansas. I spoke at Hallmark one time in Kansas City. Sweetwater, Tennessee. Yep. That's close to Bend. The Netherlands. Syracuse, way up in New York. Louisville, Kentucky. The Teapot Festival, Strawberry Festival is in Humboldt. That's right. She put H. I remembered it. We didn't do the Teapot Festival. I don't know what planned. Humboldt Strawberry Festival, yep. And we marched in the Paris fish fry. North Carolina is going back to school. Praise the Lord. Oh, I'm so happy. Yep, we can do it, y'all. We can do it. We can do it. What year for the Strawberry Festival? Probably 1971 through 74. Are starting in August. This is wonderful. Now the older teachers, the ones that are my age or better, they probably don't need to go back to school. You probably need to let the younger teachers take over. They have a banana festival too. World's biggest banana pudding. Oh my goodness. Well, here's to going back to school, y'all. When I looked at my numbers, I go to this website called Stats, and it tells you how many people were tested for the day and how many people were positive. And then I go to another place and I look how many people have been hospitalized. And the numbers for testing positive for the virus, for the 600,000 across the country, it's about the daily rate of testing. It's running under 10%. Under 10%. So Anna gets signed up for her homeschooling stuff. It's going to help you. And go look on Amazon for Tammy's homeschooling workbook. Planning book, yep. Things are getting better. Things are going to get better. We're going to be fine. We're going to get through this like troopers, like we always have. We can do anything. And we have. Look at what we've gone through this spring. We can do anything. Leanne and I stayed away from each other for 2 months, and then we just had enough. So we started only being together as a family once a week And then we go look at houses and people look at us like, what are y'all doing together? And we say, well, we've quarantined together. We're the only people we each other see. I don't think COVID is anything to mess with either. It's bad, but we got to be prepared. I have zinc in. I've got a supply of zinc. I'm taking care of me. Don't take care of you, who will? And we got to stay positive. We can't be negative because fear is of the devil. The devil wants us to be scared. You got it? Yes, we are a quarantine team. Like we're body clutter buddies too. We're body clutter buddies. We came up with a dedication for our book the other day. It's coming right along. So everybody, we can do this. We've been through worse. We have. We have been through worse. I don't know what that is right now, but it's not. I mean, at the beginning of the pandemic, I read The Stand. And if you've never read Stephen King's The Stand, this is nothing. People aren't dropping dead on the street. That's not happening. And if you've been, Dr. Fauci's amazing. But he's also a fearmonger. Yep, I believe that. Leanne's working on the book right now. That's good. But he's cautious. That's the thing. Dr. Fauci is cautious. And we needed that in the beginning. We really needed that. And sometimes a little fear keeps us cautious. And you can't go blindly into the night. I thanked somebody the other day that they were wearing gloves serving our dinner. I really thanked them for wearing gloves. They had a mask on. They have to wear a mask, but not all of them wear gloves. I like having their stations set up for cleaning the menus. I like having the paper menus that they get rid of. Yeah. And we love The Walking Dead, so this summer we may start at the beginning of The Walking Dead and rewatch them all. 10 years worth. The Banana Festival in Fulton, Kentucky. I remember the Banana Festival in Fulton. I remember going there as a kid and seeing this huge banana pudding. That sounds good, banana pudding. Well, he has tried to scare the bejesus out of people. Yeah, he has. I've listened to him every time he speaks because I want to know what's going on. Yep, The Walking Dead. So somebody, when I started seeing people kneeling, God love them. They have the right to say what they want to. But because of The Walking Dead, this girl will never kneel, ever kneel, except to God in prayer. That's it. That is it. Well, you can make banana pudding anywhere you are. Just a banana and make some pudding. Anyway, drink up, folks. I about had all my tea. Life is good. We're going to get through this. And we're going to be better for it. Our grandparents went through World War II. Yeah, Negan does go overboard. But I actually yelled when he killed the last time. Yeah, it is too much sugar. Leanne said, yep. I didn't say it. I love you all. It's fun just to shoot the bull with y'all. Bye.